What's up, guys? AWA here, in order. Bringing you It's All About Wrestling episode 51. I hope you're all having a good Monday. Like I am. We got a busy week in the wrestling world today. Very busy week. Starting a little bit earlier than usual. Usually I start at 7, but I got time to start earlier. Try to get this end before Raw, which is about an hour and 20 minutes. So we'll try to get this before Raw starts, to end it before Raw. Let's change this banner a little bit. I'll change this to this one. Make sure to like that like button, please. Subscribe if you're new. Like it if like that like button. Share this out, please. So some news before we get fully start. On my Twitter account, I do have pull up. It's gonna last 2 days. That's about the Sasha Banks situation, and it also has Sasha Banks. Let me read it. Wrestling factions, best face and heel turns, and WCW versus WWE versus ECW. So you got 2 days to vote on that, okay? Two freaking days. All right, let's get on with this episode. Episode 51. It's all about wrestling. We got 2 shows to review. Pay-per-views. Ring of Honor Final Battle and WWE NXT presents Deadline. And they all happened this Saturday. I watched them all. So let's go over them. The NXT and the Ring of Honor shows. Before we get into the major news of what's happening. And there's a lot of them. Okay? Okay. So Ring of Honor started out with, they had that match with Roosh and his younger brother. They take on AR Fox and the other guy. And apparently there were shenanigans involved in that match. And Roosh and his partner got suspended for a week without pay. His brother. But then we get to the start of the show. And Ring of Honor's women's title match kicked off the show. With Athena versus Mercedes Martinez. And, I thought it was a pretty good, decent match opener between two very well in-ring performers. We haven't really seen Mercedes Martinez on TV much, even though she was a champion. And we've seen Athena on TV. And now she's a new not AEW, Ring of Honor's Women's Champion by defeating Mercedes Martinez. And yeah, and yeah, she's a new champion. And yeah, I got 0 people watching. Whatever. Next, we got. Then we got. Also, what happened was. Serving Out Glory versus Shane Taylor. Which. Which was a solid. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I really don't know what happened there. But I'm back now. I'm back. Okay, I'm sorry. And Serve Out Glory, yeah. Let's get to the other stuff, okay? Let's get to the more important stuff. So we got Rita Eula and Dan Garcia going at it for the pure title. And this title could change on submissions and DQ. And that match is okay for what it was. They're two good ring performers. Unfortunately, like they're boring. But you got Rita picks up the win, gets back the pure title from Garcia. So he's really new. Well, I guess, yeah. He's a new. Pure women's pure champion, not women's. It was a good match. I mean, think about okay. Then we got Don and Castle and his team taking on Brian Cage and Embassy, and for not the trio titles, but we got and Brian Cage's team won, the Embassy won. We got Samoa Joe taking on taking on Juice Robinson, who just recently signed with AEW, and is a fiance of married to Tony Storm. Good match. Samoa Joe retains. Ring of Honor TV title. We got the Ring of Honor Tag Team title match. FTR and the Briscoe brothers in a collar match. Each of them have to have a collar wrapped around them to their opponents. And it was really bloody. This match was fun. It was really bloody too. It's a typical Briscoe-like match where it gets violent and bloody. I really did like this match. Briscoe's got the win here. The Gun Club came down to try to take out a beaten down FTR because it was very bloody. A lot. And of course, when you wrestle and you have a lot of blood coming out, you get tired and tired. When you lose blood, you get tired and tired, right? And FTR was really tired, and the guns took advantage of that. And Briscoes came out to, help out FTR, and they shook hands because they're not facing heel, they're face versus face, and they just had a battle with each other, and so they respect each other that way. And yeah. And then we have the main event, which I actually did enjoy the main event. It was Cesaro versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor World title, heavyweight title, whatever. Same thing. Okay? Okay. And this match was good. It was fun and good, man. It was fun. Jericho can still get out, and you know how good Cesaro's in the ring. Obviously, the Jericho Appreciation Society got involved. Jericho hit Cesaro with the bat. Please subscribe if you're new, Thank you. And the way how Cesaro won, he put Jericho in the swing for like 30 swings, going around and around 30 times, and Jericho apparently tapped out to the swing, and that's how Cesaro became the new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion by defeating Jericho. And so with that, he does not have to join JSS, Jericho Appreciation Society. He does not have to join Jericho's faction. So I would say the Blackpool Combat Club had a pretty good night. You got Yuta getting the pure title, and Cesaro or Claudio, I'm sorry, become the Ring of Honor champion. And this is with William Regal leaving to WWE on the heels of that. After that, so. And I thought the Blackpool Combat Club was going to go. I thought it was going to go the opposite direction, where their luck. Where since losing Regal, that faction was going to slowly die off. But nope, they had a good night, and we'll see where it goes from there. With especially with Rita and Claudio. And I think Brian Danielson will be the next one to take on MJF. After MJF gets done with Ricky Starks, we'll talk about Winter is coming. Okay, we'll talk about that. But yeah, overall it's a solid show. It wasn't that long. It was like they wanted to end it just before NXT Deadline, which I actually really did like Deadline. I thought it was fun. My only issues with NXT these pay-per-views is the location. It's really just the location. That's it. They're having the Performance Center. It doesn't look big event like. I want to welcome my friend DL, who just popped in here, episode 51. DL, welcome aboard.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
What's up? I'm going to get brief thoughts. Did you watch Ring of Honor?
I catch the highlights. I did watch it live.
Okay. Also, you know it was obviously you know the results. What are your thoughts on Claudio and I'll just get Claudio and Athena. Those are like I think those are the big two there.
Well, who did FTR go against?
The Briscoes, that was a
The Briscoe. Yeah, the
bloody
Briscoes.
match.
Yeah, jeez, Briscoes beating FTR for the titles too, and then Wheeler Yuta won back the pure title. Yeah, it was nuts. You know what? ROH, see, it turned out better than I thought it was going to be. Because like going in,
Oh,
I didn't care for this pay per view at all, to be honest. But like,
people
it was.
are people are
Hmm?
mad at Tony Khan right now for the ROH announcement stuff yesterday. Now
Why?
you have to because now you have to because he announced a bunch of ROH stuff in you know ROH has always had the Honor Club stuff where you could you have to subscribe and you can watch stuff on there. So now when they're gonna get a weekly ROH show, but you have to like have the Honor Club stuff. So they're not gonna have it on TBS or TNT or stuff like that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no! That dude, no one's gonna subscribe to Honor Club.
No, and we were talking about this last week. That would have been a terrible idea.
Jeez, man. Like, no, like they should be on live TV because you're already showcasing them on Dynamite and Rampage. Like, you need to have them on TV so people will actually have more of a chance to watch it. Like, oh God, Honor Club. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Claudio did like the way Claudio won. I never saw that coming. Like the swing.
Oh yeah, that was nuts. We didn't even expect him to win, did we?
No, no, no.
Though
I
I
didn't expect him to win.
Though I guess, like, coming to think of it, like seeing all the winners, I guess it kind of makes sense for them when when they eventually have their own show. I guess they chose like the right people to represent the show in general. You know, with the
Yeah.
Cena and Wheeler Yuta and the Briscoes. So I
Hmm.
guess I can see why it turned out the way it did. But
So did you happen to see NXT?
I did.
That was a pretty decent show.
Yeah, it was
Like
decent. Yeah,
the first match was the women's uh, Iron Man Survivor, right?
Iron
Challenge.
Survivor. Yep.
And man, they really made you. You just knew from the start the way Roxanne was taking those early pinfalls. You just knew what the answer was going to win it. They set that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, yeah, I was the one being like, no, they don't give her the win. They're not gonna give Roxanne the win. But yeah, they actually did. Um, well, let's see what she does with it. I see Booker T was
Yeah,
really proud.
because she trained him. She trained
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, and who was in that match? Hartwell,
Zoe
Zoe
Stark.
Stark,
Um,
Corey Jade. Oh, the
Jade.
Corey Jade stuff. That Corey Jade and you saw some of the stuff between Corey Jade and Roxanne. There's still obviously tension between the two. There
Yeah.
still. Uh, who was the other one? There was a fifth.
That librarian chick.
Kiana James.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Who got nothing? I don't think he's even got a pinfall.
Nope. Like, so much for you. Um, But yeah, we'll see what they do with Roxanne. As I said, they need to do something a little bit more with her character. You know, I'm not even expecting her to beat Mandy. She's probably not going to, but I just hope like the whatever the build they're gonna have with her and Mandy, that they try to give her something, give her get a little bit of edge, a little bit. Not just don't have to go like full dark, but just like give her a little bit of attitude. You know, I
we'll,
don't want to see Goody Two
we'll
Shoes
get to
against Mandy Rose.
the dark match later between two women superstars. Whatever,
Oh yeah.
later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Next was next a New Day match. Yeah, the New Day match versus Pretty Dead. This was a fun match.
It was very fun. Liked it a lot. There was that one spot that I
Especially
like.
the ass stuff.
Huh?
the ass stuff when Xavier, I'm not Xavier, when they're shaking their butts.
Oh yeah, that was pretty silly. And then there was this one spot where
Yeah.
one of Pretty Deadly threw the one of the titles at Xavier, and they were pretending to play dead, and so they kept playing hot potato with the title, and everyone just kept dropping to the floor. And I was like,
Yeah.
that was funny. But I called it, man. They actually
Yeah,
won.
you
The
did.
New Day won. Wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
They're gonna
Interesting.
be NXT for a bit. Yeah. They're gonna lose the titles eventually to push somebody in the NXT over because that's what you do when you have like because New Day is not gonna be like an Apollo Crews, Dolph Ziggler. They're not gonna be down there for like half a year. They're gonna be right. Like they're gonna be like
Yeah.
more like Dolph Ziggler. We're gonna be there for a few months, and to push somebody over. That's it.
Yeah,
Eventually.
that's most likely what's going to happen, and add
Yeah.
another title to their resume. With they won all the titles now. So
I mean, nobody's getting the titles of the Usos. Like,
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that whole feud is done. It's done. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, I'm interested to see what the New Day will do. You know, I wonder who they will go against them. Um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Mhm. So the third match, I really did like this match. I had Dawn versus Alba fight. I know Isla Dawn is really all like her character
Hmm.
is you know what? I buy her more as this dark witch character. It's more supernatural character than Alexa Bliss. Ever did.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
And I like it. It fits her. And she you know what? While she has all that, she actually could wrestle.
Right, like she's a little bit more of a put together version of Abaddon from
Yeah.
AEW.
Yeah. And there's no direction for Abaddon. Like
No,
Abaddon has like no direction. Where can he go with that character really? She can't put her title on that character. She's just like there.
I
There's
think you
Abaddon.
could put the title on her. It's just the fact, as you said, she has no direction. I feel like she could have like some decent runs with, or at least some decent feuds with some women out there. They just don't utilize her. Like, you know how awesome of a match it would be with Abaddon versus, well, if Chris Statlander was clear, but you know how cool a match that would
Yeah.
be? Or Abaddon versus Britt Baker, or Abaddon versus, yeah, I guess Jay Cargo might be interesting, but yeah, I think she'd be utilized well if they actually had stuff for her to do, just like Miro. Like, put her on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. So this match, I mean, these two wrestled each other before. They know each other from before, like before WWE. They know each other.
Yep.
I I knew like Isla Dawn, like she's the dark witch now. She puts hexes on people. In this match, like you would think Alba Fire was this close to getting the win, but you saw like how I don't know how it was possible. Like Isla Dawn put her hand on the ref's leg, and somehow when Alba Fire did sent her fishing move off the top rope,
Hmm.
she went for the pin, obviously, and the referee all of a sudden started compulsing the black stuff coming out of his mouth. I'm like, so all she had to do was touch his leg and not say a spell. Is that it?
I don't know. That got me scratching my head too. Like, this supernatural stuff, man. It's tricky. You're doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's that's a problem. Supernatural stuff in wrestling, you have to be very creative. Because it could backfire real quick. You have to
Right.
be.
You have to be very creative, and also you gotta have the rules of your supernatural stuff make sense. I guess
Mhm.
in the context of the story. Um, but yeah, I was actually surprised that they didn't give it to Alba because I think she needed a win. But
Well, yeah, I thought Alba was gonna win, but then I'm like, oh yeah, this is. Then figured when I saw Alba do her gory bomb outside and then give her the senton, I'm like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, there's stuff is gonna happen. Stuff is gonna happen because of her
yeah,
supernatural powers by Isla
yep,
Dawn. Like stuff is gonna happen. Like
yep.
that's what you gotta take into account with her, right? That's what you gotta take into account with Isla Dawn. When she's looks like she's done for. No, be careful.
Right. Well, we'll see see what happens to her in the future. It'll be interesting if she gets a title shot too against Mandy, if she's still champion by
You know what
then.
she should do? You know what she should do to toxic attraction? If she ever turns face, have her go to a haunted house or something. And you know how they like to look good, beautiful, sexy, all that. Have them
Yeah.
look in the mirror or something, and have them look ugly.
You know what? That's pretty creative, actually. I,
Yeah.
I, I dig that.
Do it. Do it. I don't know if WWE would do it, but do it. I would do it.
Dude, they did the boogeyman. Come on, I want
Yeah.
something like that again. I want something.
Yeah. Yeah. Boogeyman was great. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This match. I really like this match. The males, the version, the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Oh yeah.
This match was fun. Like McDonald got no no pins. He was like, everybody got two until Grayson Waller. It was a fun match. You know, McDonald. The thing with Grayson Waller, did he just like when he entered, he just like ran through the ropes and gave like two I don't know. I wouldn't say diamond cutters, but like two kind of variations of a bulldog. He got
Right.
pins on the two guys. He got take two wins right away.
Hmm.
And what? Oh yeah, it was Axel and JD McDonald he did it too because they went into the penalty box at the same time. And
Yeah.
Axel
So
was
they
trying to
actually
get out,
address.
but McDonald pulled him back in because you know they have beef with each other currently going right now. And Axel, you know what? I'm gonna go back in the cage and take out this guy.
So they actually did what I was actually asking about, like what I was wondering, like, so what would happen if more than one person got pinned and they both had to stay in the penalty box? So they actually addressed that. So I actually appreciated that. So
Yeah, it was great. I mean, because in the women's match, nope, there was not more than one person in the penalty box. There was only it was always like one woman at a time. There wasn't two in at the same time.
right,
It was like because I think every woman had like one pin except for who
the
was it? Who had,
librarian
the librarian.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah, everybody had like one pin, and then right.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the men, everybody had two pins except McDonough, but Grayson Waller got the third pin, and he basically just ran away, right? Ran away, and I'm like, you
Hmm.
know, you could pin the other guys to get a pinfall. You don't know you can pin just Grayson Waller.
Right. And anybody you want, like, come on.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. I was watching Carmelo chase. I'm like, Carmelo, you could go after the other guys to get a victory over them.
Hmm. But yeah, you called it. Grayson Waller won. So I'm looking forward to that match with Braun. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah. Then the main event was Braun versus Apollo. It was a solid match. My only issues with Braun's matches is I don't think he has the best matches like in NXT era. I think the problem with him is not just him; it's just the location. The NXT Premium Live events are taking performance centers just look like a glorified, bigger version of an NXT show now.
So you think the matches would hit more if they were like at a regular like
Yeah,
stadium like Raw and
like they did in the
SmackDown?
past. Yeah,
I agree. I do remember like back when they were at the Performance Center back like maybe like around 2013, around the 2013, 2012. They had takeovers there and like and then they slowly started to put the takeovers at like actual stadiums and stuff like that. It definitely made the shows feel bigger. So I do wish that they put their actual well the only thing about that though is that like now NXT is doing premium live events like every other month.
yeah.
So, and it's like when back in the black and gold era when they did have
Like every three or
takeovers,
four.
it was special. It was for the main four exactly. So it made the stadiums feel more special. So I don't know if I would. I don't know if like every premium live event that they do is warranted to have them be in a stadium. Like I don't know. I wouldn't put like Great American Bash or Stand and Deliver on the stadium. I don't know if they're worthy of that, but I see what you mean. Maybe like if they did it with whatever pay per views they're gonna have close to the main four, you could say those
Yeah,
for the big ones. But yeah, I
I
certainly
know the WrestleMania one is going to be in an arena. I think the next one, Vengeance, is going to be in North Carolina.
seeing like Vengeance Day. I don't even know. I don't even know if I would put that in the stadium, but like I don't know. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. It
Just,
depends on the
shove it,
build.
it doesn't have to be like it's just something bigger than fitting 50 to 100 people in.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Like at least like for the big events where like the card is like stacked, I would say put it in the stadium. But like for
Yeah,
them to do it for every event, I don't think every event warrants them, to be honest. I'm one of those people that don't mind them being in the performance center. Everyone's saying go back to Full Sail University, go back to Full Sail University. Like you're not gonna get much of a difference there. There's still not a lot of people at Full Sail either. So it's like it's a similar thing. But
it is. The thing is, and when NXT was a Full Sail,
mm,
it felt differently though. That's the only difference. Like
it
it felt differently.
Yeah, it did have more of a gritty like setting
Yeah,
to it. So I guess that's what we're kind of missing that grit from
yeah,
NXT for sure.
yeah. So Apollo loses. As Braun Breaker's celebrating, he gets attacked by Grayson Waller, his number one contender, his next challenger, and he gets the last laugh. Solid show, but terrible name for a pay per view, in my opinion.
Deadline
Yeah.
with the one it as the eye. I'm like, oh boy.
hmm
I
And then,
I don't know why
oh,
they're calling Vengeance Day. Just call it Vengeance. Why is
I
it Vengeance
know.
Day? Like, now that's the stupid title right there. Because you already had Vengeance back in the day. You should have just kept it like that. But Vengeance Day. What the heck
They
is
sh- they have Halloween Havoc? They should have renamed Hell in a Cell to Halloween Havoc and just have Hell in a Cell take place during Halloween Havoc at the show, the, on the pay per view.
you talking about for the main roster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I don't know why they didn't do that already, but
Yeah.
or like if whenever they do whenever NXT has Halloween Havoc again, have that be in the stadium and then have them do a Hell in a Cell at NXT Halloween Havoc. That would be
Oh, yeah.
pretty lit.
Yeah, because they're war games in WWE. It's not really war games. The cage, they don't have a closed cage to
Yeah,
talk.
since the main roster is taking the War Games thing, like what's NXT got now? I guess give them Hell in a Cell, and I
So
don't
when did we go? Has to say war games on them for the main roster now.
War Games.
Because he's back. So he's back now in WWE. He's back. He's become the vice president as of today, as reported today. He's become vice president of WWE. So he's back in WWE after about a 10-month stint in AEW, maybe 9 months. Like February, March, he made his debut around there.
Yeah,
So he's back in WWE. That he had a promo backstage interview with Shivani that was pre-taped before his on Savage attack by
yeah, JF.
MJF.
Yeah.
And now he's back in WWE. What does this mean? I don't. It means he's not going to NXT. Okay, he's not going back to NXT.
He should go back to NXT, but he's not.
No, Shawn Michaels is in charge, and Shawn Michaels is not good at NXT.
That's why I said William Regal needs to go to NXT to help him. But it's, I mean, it's fine if he wants to help. He wants to help with the main roster, because I do think they need some work too, especially Raw and the SmackDown Women's Division. But
Oh my god. Yeah.
Raw has been better since Vince left, but there's still issues with
Yes,
it. Yeah, they need some William Regal wisdom for sure.
War games.
War Games.
I don't. That was the best. That was the best. What else is there? Oh, let's get to the biggest story. I think Sasha Banks.
Oh yeah, Mercedes. I don't think she's coming to WWE, bruh.
No, man, she's going to New Japan. Well, to be a guest for Wrestling Kingdom and also other dates New Japan's invited for. Her contract expires on the 1st of next year. So that's why she's made dates. She's free to do whatever she wants after that. Could do anything she wants. Wrestling related, obviously. Wrestling related. She could go AEW. She could go to Impact, but Impact will not be able to afford her.
She probably won't go to Impact.
No, no. New Japan cannot afford her. That's why they can't get a
New
contract.
Japan can't afford Sasha Banks?
No. Because Sasha Banks would be the biggest star they ever heard. She probably asked for a lot of money from New Japan.
I mean, I would think that New Japan would like be willing to spend the money to get Mercedes, because she's a big star. Didn't they do that for other stars before? Like, or well, at least the other ones they weren't there.
Yeah, but this is Sasha Banks, who's this is like the this is a Sasha Banks is a mainstream star. See, her mainstream career is on the upswing. Remember, she's been in Mandalorian.
Yes,
She's related to Snoop Dogg. She's
right.
been at premieres for Disney premieres. She's
Yeah.
been in fashion. She's been modeling. She's been doing all this kind of stuff. Like, this is really. I mean, yeah, they had Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle at some point, but Brock Lesnar was a big star in WWE, but outside WWE at the time, he
Chris
wasn't that.
Jericho,
Yeah, but
the
Jericho,
elite.
yeah, it's like it's different with Sasha Banks.
I mean, since New Japan's trying to push their new women's division, I think who else would be more perfect to help bring the women's
Yeah,
division in the province than Sasha?
she's.
But
I mean, Kyrie State's their champion, but yeah,
exactly.
like, but I just think it's gonna be. I think WWE's gonna still want to get her back, even if her contract expires. I still think they want to get her back because I think it'll be like a WCW versus WWE situation. Whoever has the most money, which will go for her, and those two have the most money, and those no other company can match them.
Right. I mean, at this point, um, I'll be surprised if she still goes back to WWE because if she was going to go back, she probably would have done it by now. But AEW, that's likely, maybe. And like that would be such a catch if they were able to get Sasha like that. And can you imagine the matches we could get with her in AEW? Like,
what?
dude, Mercedes versus Jade Cargill, instant money.
Oh, that'd be
Instant money.
yes. And the rumor is like some people think Soraya's mystery partner is Mercedes. But
No.
if I was WWE, if I was willing to try to get her back, offer definitely a raise, give her some more money that she's making, and be like, you know what? We want you to win a Royal Rumble, come back at number 30, win a Rumble, and we'll guarantee you a title match at WrestleMania, and you'll win.
I mean, that should be the way to go.
Yeah.
That would definitely, have her face Ronda Rousey and win the title at WrestleMania. Yeah, for sure.
Because this is a big loss for WWE.
It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Like I know AEW has gone Bryan Danielson. That was a pretty big loss. John Moxley.
That was a big loss too.
Yeah.
Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era. That was Aleister
the
Black.
difference. Those guys are not mainstream. Those people were not mainstream like Sasha Banks is.
Yeah.
Right. Like Sasha Banks is. You see her other stuff that's not wrestling related.
Right. I think the only person that you can argue is Danielson because of the whole
Divas.
After WrestleMania 30 and Total Divas and the Yes Chance. Like I think he's slightly starting to break to the mainstream, not to the extent of Sasha, but I think people know who he is.
Yeah, there was two women wrestlers in the past 3 or 4 years that you could see going that was starting to go mainstream. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Bianca Belair.
Belair, I can see Bianca Belair in the next few years. Definitely, she's starting to.
She already been doing interviews on and stuff like that. Like I see her on talk shows and stuff like that. So she's starting to go through too.
Yeah. And this thing is Sasha Banks loves wrestling, and she loves all kind of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just.
I can't wait to see what she does in New Japan, though. I can't wait to see her unhinged, like she's not shackled by the WWE safeguard of wrestling. So I can't wait to see what she does, unchained.
It's weird though. It's because every time I use a point on Sasha Banks, but nobody's talking about Naomi.
I was about to say, so we just gonna forget that Naomi's out there, Naomi.
Yeah.
If anything, nobody put into consideration that maybe they might build Naomi up as a solo star again. Maybe she could be a Royal Rumble winner and face Ronda Rousey or something like that. Nobody's talking about that possibility. or join the bloodline or something. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're building up Raquel Gonzalez to face Rousey at the Rumble right now.
I mean, yeah, I'm not expecting her to
No.
face Ronda at the Rumble, but like, what if Naomi's the one to win the
I
Royal?
know.
You know, what if she faces her at WrestleMania or something? Like, nobody's putting that to consideration. But
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see what else is there. Okay, what else I have? WWE is teasing Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar 3. Yep, it seems from
Yep.
that confrontation between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley on last week's Raw. How Seth Rollins basically went after Bobby Lashley about Brock Lesnar. Say if it's not fear, it must be jealousy of Brock.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a tease for Brock and Lashley 3 because they do have a singles victory over each other.
Right.
They did compete in 3 matches together, but one of those matches was an Elimination Chamber match, and that's when Lashley was a champion, and that's when he had to be taken out.
So Bobby beat Brock at Royal Rumble, and then Brock survived against him at Crown Jewel, so they're 1-1. So the third match will be the tiebreaker at WrestleMania. So
no, apparently it may not be a WrestleMania match based on the rumors of Brock's WrestleMania opponent. Now that's been talked today.
Who
out today?
Did they say who or the possibility?
Yeah,
who?
Gunther. Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually not mad at that.
Neither am I.
That actually might be a really good match.
Yeah. Gunther's dangerous, man. He's championship material.
He sure is. Like, he's the only guy that I could see being almost on the same level as Roman Reigns. Like, yeah. So I definitely,
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I see, dude, future world champion for sure. Future world champion.
Well, definitely future world champion. If they split the titles, at least they gotta split the titles. There's talk about splitting the titles, possibly after WrestleMania, which is probably
after
a good
WrestleMania.
thing.
Oh well, actually, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Actually, yeah.
And see, with Gunther, I have no problem with that match possibility happening. Because based on what Gunther's going, I would have him if he's still feuding with Braun Strowman. Look, the Ricochet versus Gunther match at SmackDown. I'm sorry, but Ricochet's not beating Gunther.
No, they might have a really good match, but yeah, he's not beating Gunther.
if it's Braun Strowman still in the picture, I can see Braun Strowman being the one to beat Gunther, so Gunther can move on to Brock Lesnar, and Brock should put Gunther over to make Gunther look like a legit threat, even though he is right now, but even more of a mega threat to having a title, a WWE Championship title or a Universal title. Brock Lesnar should be the guy that catapults him to that level for sure. Because we know he could be that right now, but you need somebody like Brock to get him to that next level.
Honestly, yeah. Even though I already feel like he's on that level,
yeah,
he's one of the few people I can believe that could beat Roman Reigns. But yeah, I definitely see that. So my only thing is so does that mean that Brock and Bobby are going to face off at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber or something? Or
you're
trying to get out the way, and then how are they going to have enough build for Brock versus Gunther if that's the case?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the build could be good. You got Imperium go after Brock. Brock during the build up, they got suplexes. I don't know why they changed his name, but I'm gonna just call him Flyby Wagner. Guys like that and Marshall.
Oh yeah, the other two I forgot who the names they changed to those two.
Yeah, and Gunther, man, Gunther's a Brock Lesnar level type talent.
Yeah, he sure is. Yes.
He's a Roman Reigns level talent. Let's just say that.
Bruh, he's not even as big as say the Big Show, but he wrestles like he's the Big Show. Like he's that dominant.
And he can do things like a cruiserweight. He moves like a cruiserweight.
Yes, he does. He can do drop kicks and jump off the top rope out of nowhere. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
This guy. I remember NXT UK. We was there. He was dominant NXT UK, but he didn't look like exactly in the best shape. He was still in good shape, but compared to now, he looks like in great shape.
Oh yeah, definitely. He got himself in fit shape for sure.
Yeah,
Like he
because he
was
looked a
having that.
little.
He looked like a Bruno Sammartino kind of built. Like he
Yeah.
reminded me a lot of Bruno Sammartino, just how he was built and how he looked. But like, yeah, he definitely got himself fit ever since he came back to the main roster. For sure.
Hmm. Yeah. You know, he's so good.
Mm.
I like to see him. But there's also another rumor, WrestleMania rumor, that there's a possibly Roman Reigns might do double duty at WrestleMania, possibly versus The Rock and Cody Rhodes.
That's what
Of
I've been
course,
saying they should do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and you've been saying that, yeah, yeah. And the thing is, they have to get the plans in by mid-January for what they want to do for WrestleMania. So if they want The Rock, they have to get from The Rock and his representatives or whatever, uh, him to fully go in, because if they can't, there's gonna be no Rock versus Roman. You can still do the Cody thing. Obviously, the Cody thing can still happen. He's not in
Yeah,
Hollywood. I mean, has done stuff, some TV work and stuff, but he's not Hollywood like The Rock.
exactly. Now my only thing is if they're trying to split the titles, how are they going to handle that? Are they going to do it at WrestleMania, or are they going to do it after WrestleMania when Cody wins, and then they're going to split it that way?
Do a
I don't
triple threat match.
triple threat match. It
Mhm.
would look like it'd be a.
You know,
I wonder, but like, how would they even split that way?
not
Would it be
WrestleMania.
right? But what I'm asking is like, is it going to be like a elimination match? Is that how they're going to split up the titles? Like,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
That's what I'm wondering about. Like, if because like the logical way for them to do this is if like one night he defends the Raw the Universal title, and one night he defends the WWE title or something. Because I don't know
Yeah,
how.
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, or like any other way, like it would be like a gauntlet match or something if they want to split the titles one at a time. But or
How did
you have
we?
somebody just fight for one of the titles, even though I think they would want both titles, right? But like, I want specifically the Universal title. I'm like,
Did
okay,
when was it Becky Lynch in two feuds when she had both titles? Uh,
you know what? I don't even remember what they did. I don't even know how they.
yeah, oh yeah, they had Lacey Evans and Charlotte. Remember, she retained against Lacey Evans the Raw title, but Lacey cost her the SmackDown title to Charlotte on the same night. And
Oh,
that's when Bayley cashed in on Charlotte. Money in the
uh,
Bank.
oh, yep, okay, yep, that makes sense. I see. Well, if they bring back Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, maybe that could be a way. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't have any inside scoops on that. I don't know if they will bring Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania, but I think they should.
Yeah, I'm on you. I'm on a boat. Let's see what else. Okay. John Cena will be on the last edition of SmackDown uh, 2022 because he lives in Tampa and SmackDown's in Tampa. So why not? But
All
is
right.
there something more here? I think it teased John Cena for WrestleMania. Is this gonna be teased? This is SmackDown. I would love to see Austin Theory versus John Cena, but they're on different brands. But you know what? They can always bring him over. I mean, they still got to do something with that Austin Theory John Cena thing from Raw a couple months ago. Um, I think
Yeah.
they want to get John Cena to do something. It depends on his schedule too. He's like The Rock.
Right. Though I don't know if he's scheduled to do anything right now. I don't know.
I don't know when Peacemaker's supposed to film. Some say spring, some say summer. So we just know after WrestleMania, maybe probably.
Okay.
So they
Well,
could just
so yeah, he has time to do something.
yeah,
Um, but like, yeah, if he's gonna if they're gonna build something for WrestleMania, I see either he's gonna face off against Austin Theory or Logan Paul, if he's cleared.
yeah, yeah. Austin Theory is there. I mean, you don't need him. You don't need Austin Theory to beat Cena. Just him wrestling Cena push him over. Really, really
Right.
does.
Right. Just
If
have
push
a
him,
really good match, and
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You don't that it's different than The Rock versus Roman. Because
Right.
that doesn't put anybody over. Roman being The Rock doesn't really put Roman over. It doesn't really put The Rock over, really. But having Austin Theory lose to Cena, it still kind of pushed Theory over in the losing effort.
Yeah. Right. Like
I
the
mean, you could get
respect. The
yeah,
res-
you, Yeah, you could get over the losing effort. It happens in wrestling. A lot of people think otherwise. No, you can get over it only by winning. No, you can't. No, there's other ways.
No. Did the did the Rock get more over when he faced off against Hogan?
No.
Yeah, actually no, because everyone was cheering Hogan during the match.
Oh, they turned on The Rock and they wanted Brock. They wanted Brock Lesnar to beat The Rock because Rock was leaving in SummerSlam that year, and the
Uh-huh.
fans knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they turned on The Rock.
Oh well. Oh yeah, that's not a good example.
That
Um.
he fueled the heel Hollywood Rock in 2003.
Mhm.
Remember that Rock?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
But
Uh.
if it's Logan Paul, it's fine with me. It's an attraction. It's Cena versus Logan Paul. It's not about getting anybody over. It's just an attraction.
Yeah, it's just
Which
an
WrestleMania
attraction,
is.
spectacle.
Yeah, spectacle. Which WrestleMania is. Like it could be both things. They get people over, and it could be a spectacle.
Right.
It's been like that for years.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, either one, I'm all right with. I am leaning more towards the Theory one, but if they want to do Logan Paul and John Cena, then yeah, I'm okay with that too.
If Logan Paul couldn't wrestle, I'll be like, no, no, no.
Then no, don't push him to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
But yeah,
But they can see how good he is.
right,
See how-
right. Because like I don't see anyone else that really needs to wrestle against John Cena. I mean, they ruined this chance like a few years ago, but remember when Kurt Angle faced Baron Corbin at WrestleMania?
Oh my god.
That should have been John Cena.
Yeah, that never helped. That never helped Corbin's career. Him being Angle never really helped his career.
No, it didn't. Like no. Yeah, but that would have been great if John Cena faced Kurt Angle for his last match. That would have been great.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even do John Cena versus Undertaker. That wasn't even really a match.
No, that was a squash.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was oh brother. I mean, I know Undertaker wasn't in the best condition when he did that, but like at least could have been 10, 15 minutes or something.
Oh yeah. I mean, it could have been better than Goldberg versus Taker. That was horrible.
My god, that was terrible. So bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Or Ray. Actually, I think they're building. I was going to say Rey Mysterio, but I think they're going to build to Ray versus Dominic at WrestleMania.
Yes.
That would be
sweet. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen for sure. Ray versus Dom, and I guess it'll be okay. I mean, Ray's in a position where he can push other overs now. He's not somebody. He's not at the top of the card. He's kind of a mid carder now.
You talking about Ray or Dominic?
Ray. He's not. He used to be top of the card kind of guy, but he's not there anymore.
Unfortunately, this is the former world champion, bruh. Like,
yeah,
such a shame. And he won the WWE title, even though it was only for like half an hour. But
the thing is, Dom's a Judgment Day, right? Besides Finn Balor, who's been in the wrestling for a long time, and he's already over. Yeah. Damon Priest and Rhea Ripley are going to be like more over. I mean, Rhea Ripley's really over right now.
Oh, she's really over.
Yeah. Like, she's finally found. As you know what it's like? When she came to NXT US, she really found something there, right?
She did.
Her feuding with Shayna, right?
Yeah.
Her feuding with Shayna. And then when it became a title on her, and then started Charlotte, and from there and on to the main roster from last year, I think she's lost something. And she even admitted it. She lost something. But when she turned heel and joined Judgment, I think she found that. I think she found that again.
Yep, it's like her career rejuvenated joining the Judgment Day. That's probably the best decision they made. So it does seem like we might not get the match we want at WrestleMania with her against Bianca. It seems like they might build Charlotte versus Bianca, which I guess that's what I expected, because it seems like they want Bianca to beat all 4 horsewomen. So I guess it's whatever. And then I think they're building Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania.
You know they should do. If they really want to take it all 4 horsewomen, this is not going to happen. Have all 4 horsewomen team up, be on the same brand. I don't know. It's an idea. It's not going to happen. And have her face all 4 horsewomen at each major 4 pay-per-views. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam Survivor Series.
That is too perfect.
I know.
That's like too calculated right there. It's like, oh wait a minute, I see what you're doing. Oh man, that'd be too on the nose right there. It's like Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks, WrestleMania, Charlotte, SummerSlam is Bailey, and then Survivor Series Becky Lynch. Oh my gosh, that's so on the nose. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever, I guess. I'm Charlotte's return is imminent. I'm sure it's coming, so I'm sure that's what they're trying to build to. But I guess I'm okay with it. A Becky and if they're doing Becky and Rhea Ripley, I think that would be a good match too. But I just felt like it's been Rhea's time for so long. You know, she's due to have a title match because, like she said, she never got it. So it's like I just hope at least they would give her that before they do that stuff with Charlotte. But
yeah, like I know, I'm sorry, but Bailey's not the number one heel on Raw. It's Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Rhea is the number one heel in on that women's division. For sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Screw Mandy Rose, screw Ronda Rousey. It is
so damn.
Yeah, like she looks so great, man, and she's just dominant. She's charismatic.
I just love how she pins people.
Oh yeah, bro. I love it.
She knows what she's doing. She admits it though. She knows what she's doing. It was great. You remember that one pick where she had this is not Dominic was a baby face, right? Just a couple weeks before, or maybe a week before she turned heel. You remember that one pick where she was sitting on the top of the turnbuckle and had her legs around his neck?
I'm not gonna lie. Got slightly turned on. Right.
Yeah.
Dang, it's something about that Goth character she's doing where it's like, you know what? I'm not. I normally not into goth girls like that, but you kind of make it hot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like Dom got domed.
I keep waiting every week to see if they'll go further with that stuff with Rhea and Dom. Like, I wonder how. I mean, because they didn't he have a collar one time?
Maybe.
I'm just like, oh dang, all right, we're doing some BDSM right now. Like, okay, doing some dominatrix stuff. But
I think Rhea's really the leader of Judgment Day.
She's low key the unspoken leader of Judgment Day.
Yeah,
she's running things.
Wherever, they need her to face Bianca, and they need to put the title on Rhea at one point.
They do. But as I said, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know. I want it to happen. She needs to win the Royal Rumble and face off against Sarah Mania, but I'm expecting them to build Bianca and Charlotte because, as I said, they want Bianca to beat every woman of the horsewomen, and the only person that's left is Charlotte. So, and then as far as Ronda, who's going to face off against Ronda, I don't know. As I said, if Naomi doesn't come back, I don't know. Naomi against Ronda, I don't know.
I don't even know I want to see Ronda, honestly.
Nobody wants to see Ronda at WrestleMania. Nobody wants to, but they're going to put her on the card. It's going to happen.
Not main event, please. No, please. Don't put her in the main event, please.
No, they're not going to. I don't think they will. Because if you're looking at the possible main events, Bianca. It's going to be Bianca, Roman.
Yeah,
they're gonna choose them before Bianca. I mean, before Ronda, they're gonna choose them over.
It was like that last year, right? I mean, the main event on the first night was not really a match. It was a Raw segment that became It was a segment that became a match.
The Kevin Owens and Stone Cold.
Yeah. And I was good with that because it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. That's
enough
said.
Yeah, so like this year, even though I think they weren't they teasing Stone Cold was going to wrestle again too. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Stone Cold has the itch maybe to have another match.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna have like a specialty match like that be the main event because, like as I said, like I think the biggest storylines that's gonna go into WrestleMania is the stuff with Bianca and Roman. Like those are gonna be
Mhm.
like the biggest things.
Especially if especially if it's a Rock enrollment.
Yep. Yeah, that's
That's
gonna definitely
that
main event. For sure.
that's almost the equivalent of Cena versus Rock, or like Rock versus Hogan, and when Austin and The Rock went at each other.
Right. Like though, and then another thing, like Roman could main event both nights if The Rock and Cody are gonna face off against him. Like one night, like I said, the first night I think should be The Rock versus Roman, and then the second night will be Cody versus Roman. They could do that, and then maybe Bianca could be the second to last match at one of the nights.
Oh
I,
yeah.
but I see Ronda. They're probably gonna have it be one of the first matches or be halfway through WrestleMania.
If it's My fear is if it's Becky versus Wanda, that might be a main event match.
I mean, yeah, that is my fear. That is my fear.
Like it should have been, right? At WrestleMania 35.
Right. Then they added Charlotte into it.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, yeah, there's still a possibility it could be Becky and Ronda, which I mean, at least
Wanda.
it gives Becky something to do. But
I like Wandi, calling her Wandi.
it wait, say what?
I like how she calls her Wandi.
Roddy.
The thing is, like, did you trust Shayna Baszler? I know they're best friends, but who turns on who? And they'd be both terrible baby faces if one turns on each other.
Yeah, I don't want to see either of them be babyface, but I see
Yeah.
Ronda turning on Shayna before Shayna turns on Ronda, to be honest.
It's just
Because
that
she's the one that's manipulating her at first, right?
I remember they tried Baszler as a babyface for like a few times. Didn't really work.
No, it didn't. But,
It was
but
terrible.
yeah, I don't know. Like that's gonna be the mystery, the real mystery. Who's gonna face off against Ronda at WrestleMania, and who's is Bianca gonna face Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair? I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. Somebody suggested this saw on a stream or whatever that if it's not Rhea Ripley versus Bianca, it might be Bianca versus Charlotte. Beth Phoenix it might be Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley, because you know what happened with Beth, but Rhea Ripley did to Beth Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that actually could be good. She can return from her injury, and then yeah, they could have a match at WrestleMania.
Hmm.
That would be
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I don't know what's up with filming with the Percy, right? Percy
The what?
Jackson, right? It's the Percy Jackson Disney Plus show. You know, Edge is playing Ares in that
Oh
show, right?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I don't know what's up with that. I don't know where we are in the filming process. I don't know if it'll be ready by, say, WrestleMania season, which is technically really beginning of Royal Rumble. I guess no, before Royal Rumble, when you start declaring yourself, I guess you could say that's WrestleMania season. So I don't know what it is. I don't know when his filming schedule is like. I don't want to. Do you want to see? Would you rather see a mixed tag team match? No, I don't know.
What like Dominic and Rhea versus Edge and
Yeah.
Beth? No.
Oh no. Yeah. Like
Well, they're not probably not gonna do that anyway because like I said earlier, they're probably gonna build Dominic versus Ray at WrestleMania. But yeah, if they do a mixed tag match, who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be dang, I forgot his name. Uh, the other guy in the Judgment Day. The
Damien Priest and Finn
Damian
Balor.
Priest. Yeah, I don't see Finn. Maybe Finn could team against them, but
Yeah. The thing is, like when Judgment Day formed, it was really like nobody wanted to see Edge turn heel. Nobody wanted that.
no, like he was doing very good as a babyface. I mean, when he started Judgment Day, I was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, they just turn on his own
He,
faction, turns on him, and
yeah, because he didn't like the direction. He wanted to go like supernatural with him, and Edge is like, no. And look at Judgment Day now; they're not supernatural at all.
oh, I'm so glad it didn't go supernatural. That would have been so.
Edge is right.
Yeah, he was right.
And the thing is, nobody wants to see Edge turn heel because he came back from like a major injury. He was out for like a decade, right? He came back from a major injury. And look, I'll say this: Edge, when in his prime as a weight usher, was a better heel than babyface. But after coming back with a career-ending injury like that, you don't want to see somebody turn heel.
Right. And then it's even stranger that like his own faction, he gets turned on his own faction, and then on top of that, they still have somewhat of an imprint from Edge because they're using the same artist for his theme.
Yes, they are.
It's odd. It's really odd. Like they're still using Alter Bridge to do his theme, and like that's Edge's artist pretty much. His stamp is still on that faction, so that's really weird.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know what Edge is trying to do the Brood thing. I don't know. Like,
yeah, when he was coming back as the Brood, it's like, oh, is that going to be his whole persona? Is that his new character now? He's going to be Brood Edge again, and not fully. That was just like a misdirect.
My favorite feud since he came back was him with Seth Rollins. That was good.
Yeah, that was great.
I just love how Seth just came into his home.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah.
That was
Seth is great, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Seth is awesome.
Yeah. And I know he's a babyface now, but he still acts like a major jackass. And you would think in the way he talked to Bobby Lashley, you would think as a heel would talk like that. No, that's just him being a jerk because he was very pro crowd in that promo before he came out, Lashley.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm probably on the minority about when thinking about the heel and babyface dynamic, but like just because someone's babyface doesn't mean they're not allowed to throw shade at other wrestlers. Like I think that makes the babyface and heel dynamics more interesting. Because like you expect the babyface to be all about the fans and goody two shoes and don't say anything negative about the other wrestlers.
Know what? You know what? The Attitude Era was like that all the time.
Yeah.
The Rock did it. Austin did it.
Exactly. Like, The Rock was one of the biggest baby faces and Stone Cold Steve Austin was one of the biggest baby faces, but they were talking shit about everyone.
Yeah. Even other baby faces. Yeah.
Yep. So I miss that, because it makes them more relatable,
Yeah.
Because, like you can have somebody like be over with the crowd, but like we like to still have some baby faces that have edge.
It's like they say some people say, oh, wrestlers are like comic book characters. Guess what? Heroes and comic book characters don't always get along.
Exactly, and even some heroes have like conflict with doing the right thing.
And and I also hate that comparison because like in comics, there's three things: there's neutral, hero, and villain. But in WWE and wrestling, there's a lot more villain and face thing because you turn a lot. You're either a babyface or a heel. You become a heel, become a babyface, and you become a heel, babyface over and over again. Look at Big Show and Kane, for example.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was so ridiculous how many times they kept switching them. I'm like, what are you doing? So dumb. Or it's like when somebody so there's another thing why like I miss having Edge with edges, like kind of an Edge personas for babyface is that, say for instance, because Seth Rollins, when he turned on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns from the Shield, and like they had this ongoing rivalry for a good amount of months, and then when he turns babyface, they automatically be like he acts like all that never happened. Like, oh, they're still good. Yeah, we're all right. I respect them. It's like, but wait, you just did this whole time. You were talking shit and kicking their ass and all this stuff, and now you're telling me you're friends now? Like, wait a minute, no, that's not how that works. You guys
It
still
happens a
not like
lot.
each other.
It happens a lot in wrestling. Have you noticed? It happens a lot like that. Like I don't know. Yeah,
For months,
like
I don't like you. I hate you. I did all
uh,
this crazy shit to you. Then you turn babyface. I respect you now. Wait, what? Wait, what? No. No, 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 no.
that's the problem with wrestling these days. Like it it doesn't make sense. I mean, we want wrestling to make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like I'm glad, like, because like there are some instances where it's like they do try to have it make sense. Like when Kevin Owens turned face, like he didn't ignore the stuff that he did to other people. He actually
No,
acknowledges, yeah, I did some bad shit to people. I did. I was an asshole, but so like, I'm glad they at least do it with Kevin Owens. Like he doesn't go completely 180, be like, yeah, I was always your friend. I always liked you. Like, no, you didn't.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I remember when Triple H and Shawn Michaels reformed DX. That's actually that was long. That actually took time. That actually took 4 or 5 years because they hated each other, right? Because Triple H turned on Shawn, he formed Evolution, then he came back to, then they formed DX again. But that was like genuine storytelling, how they built up because they're both getting screwed by Vince McMahon,
Yep.
remember? Right? And that makes sense. That makes sense. They
Mhm.
became friends again. That makes sense.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, it has to make sense. Like, oh yeah, we were 10 months ago, we hate each other. All of a sudden, we're best friends now. Let's hug it out.
Just hug it out. Wait, what? No, 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 no.
It's like you came to my house, man, and you tried to like scare my family. Why should I apologize? Why should not apologize? Why should I forgive you or something like that?
Right. So like I'm hoping whenever Cody Rhodes comes back, like they're not gonna pretend that Seth and Cody like respect each other or like each other now. Like I hope they still like have that tension between each other. And it's like if they want to gradually build to them respecting each other, sure. But from the get go, they still should not like each other, even though they're both baby faces now. They should not like each
Yeah, I like that. And you know what? I like that. I mean, I have no problem with the Gray character.
Yeah, it's like a baby face. Tweeners, as I said, tweeners.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
like
mind.
it used to be like very like wrestling before the late '90s. Because the late '90s was very tweener like. There was a lot of tweeners in the late '90s and Attitude Era, WCW. It was not really strictly babyface heel. It was a lot of tweeners right in between. But it used to be like you're either babyface before that. It used to be either babyface or heel,
Right.
and it became like that after the Attitude Era too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
It was very black and white wrestling until the Attitude Era and WCW became gray.
Great. And I think I think Randy Orton was one of the last like tweeners in the company,
Yeah,
and he pulled it off really well. Because even like as I said, like when he turned a bit more face. He didn't completely go like, "Oh, I'm a good guy. I like you." Like he still was saying like, "I don't like you. I don't respect you, but I'm not gonna mess with you. Just stay out of my way." So it's like I like that. Like Randy doesn't just go completely, "I'm a good guy now." Like no, you still don't want to mess with him. So
yeah. Like he's a Viper for a reason, right?
exactly. Yep.
Let's see what's up for Raw tonight. Then we're gonna end it because Raw's about to start. So we got Alexa Bliss versus Bailey tonight to determine number one contender. I got Alexa to win here because not Sasha. God, can you
No.
imagine? Becky's gonna cost Bailey the match because of what happened last week.
Yeah, and I think they're slowly building Alexa to. I don't know what it seems like they're building something with her. I don't know because as we said, like with her promos as of late, something felt off about her purposely.
Hmm.
So I think they're probably slowly building. Maybe they're about to turn her heel or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So we also got AJ Styles versus Chad Gable. Be a good match because Chad Gable's very good in the ring, but I still got Styles here.
Oh,
The Street
obviously.
Profits, yeah. The Street Profits and Akira Tozawa versus Judgment Day. Judgment Day should win this match. I mean, if Akira
Wait,
Tozawa, he should not
wait,
win.
wait. The Street Profits are teaming with who?
Akira
Okay,
Tozawa
Akira
versus Judgment Day.
Tozawa. What?
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
yeah. So that's what they're going to lose because of Akira on the team.
Yeah.
So we got WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Io Sky is going to take out Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae defeated Dakota last week, so she's taking out the partner this time, Io Sky. Candice LeRae is making her mission to go after Damage Control because of what they did to her.
Oh wait,
right?
wasn't Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's Liv Morgan and the other girl. I thought they were going to go get the tag team titles, but okay.
Elias is having a tribute concert that leads to a match against Solo Sikoa. That's because Solo Sikoa took out his partner. Matt Riddle, who's going to be out for about 6 weeks. He'll be back at the Wemble, so he'll be fine.
Dang! Finally, they have Solo doing something. Jesus
I know.
Christ. But yeah, Solo's gonna whoop that ass.
Yeah, we got Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. That should be a good match. I got Rhea winning here.
Yeah. When are we gonna get Asuka versus Io?
Oh yeah,
we need that match. We need it.
Yeah, we do. Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins determined the number one contender for the WWE United States Championship. Austin. I think I'm gonna go Seth Rollins here because of the thing with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, the tease. There's plenty of seeds of that, so that's why I'm going Seth Rollins here.
Yeah, and they already planted the seeds of Theory and Seth Rollins against each other. So.
And just one final thing before we officially end: Vicky Starks versus MJF at AEW Winter is coming. Who do you got? I got MJF.
MJF, unfortunately, even though after that promo that Ricky did last Dynamite, he's a star. Dude, I can't wait to see what Ricky does in the future. Like we got a future star in our hands.
Yeah.
It's
just not the time for MJF.
Yep, he's gonna be fed to MJF to help build up his title reign. Unfortunately, but I think it'll still be a good match.
Mickey Starks is someone that's not long way off to that next level. No. He has the attitude. Like if people compare him to The Rock, he's not as big as The Rock. He's not as big as The Rock was when The Rock came into WWE. Obviously, The Rock is huge now, but in WWE he was pretty good shape. It's just not like what he is now. But Ricky Starks is not like that, where The Rock came in. But he kind of dresses like him. He gives the same aura as The Rock in a way.
Yeah, his promos are still very similar to how The Rock would deliver. Yeah,
you could tell he's inspired by The Rock, clearly.
Yeah,
and people love Ricky Starks. I think he's not far off. It's just not his time right now. It's MJF's time. And Ricky Starks could be a potential rival to MJF for the next few years. Because wrestlers always need that one rival. Like the one rival that carries them. Maybe Ricky Starks is that guy. I don't know.
I mean, he's one of the few people that is out mic'd MJF. Not a lot of people are able to out promo MJF, and he threw it down. So I definitely see that one day. And then another thing I've been saying with Ricky is that he can go in the ring, but it seems like they're holding him back. I think he needs that really good match to put him over, not only as as a good talker, but as a good wrestler.
I'll say this: they had Hobbs beat him at one of the pay-per-views. It should have been the other way around. That's my opinion.
I agree.
But yeah, thank you everybody for listening. Make sure to like and share, subscribe to this. Make sure to follow DL. You can promote yourself if you want.
Real quick, I talk about movie shows and everything in nerd and geek culture. I recently have been talking about the Best Man movies. If you guys want to check out my thoughts on movies and shows, and I'm about to do a review on Pinocchio, and we're about to get ready for Avatar: The Way of Water. I'm really excited for that. So yeah. So if you want to hear my takes on things, check out my channel. It's I Am DL with a D-AL, all caps.
Yeah, check them out. Thursday, I'll be doing a wrestling discussion stream. A lot of people are picking. There's a poll going up. A lot of people are picking Sasha Banks right now. It's winning. I don't know. I guess we'll talk about Sasha Banks. Yeah. Okay. It's winning right now, but okay.
All right. Well, yeah, we can talk about
even people that are not into wrestling want me to do it because they know if I'm Mando. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's how big she is, right?
Yep.
But yeah, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and Raw's just starting now. Enjoy Raw, everybody. Enjoy the week of wrestling. Enjoy AEW Winter is coming too. Take care, guys.
See you later.